Here is Gregory Keene to continue with another chapter of Deadly Nightshade.
There have been times before when I stayed alive because of another sense. A sense of falseness when there was nothing false, of counterfeit when the coin rang true, of menace when there was nothing to fear. I have that sense now with Felix Huberman, so I'm still going after Bruno Kesselring alone. But I'm going to become Huberman's man, Sammy Rice. I want to be able to move freely without his knowledge, and I can't move while I'm living under his roof, watched by his witch-like housekeeper, guarded by his wolfish dog. For my own safety, according to Huberman. I wonder. Perhaps I'll know more when I get to the penthouse at the top of the Cunningham Towers. That's the one card I'm keeping up my sleeve from Huberman. Yes, Mr. Huberman must not know about the Cunningham Towers.
There's a room for you at this address. It's a slum.
This character Rice would live in a slum, would he?
And like it. Here's a list of pubs you'll drink in the right neighborhoods, with the right patrons.
Yeah. What's the beer like, Huberman?
Revolting. I'll go over this list and memorize it. You'll keep some fairly decent clothes, so you'll be able to get into the baccarat schools. You'll be able to play two-up.
Well, don't tell me they dress for two-up.
For two-up, you could wear a diving helmet. For baccarat, you're expected to be reasonably presentable.
You know, I'm beginning to like this place.
I'll take it quietly at first. Here's a place where you'll come across the tough elements of the new arrivals. Czechs, Poles, Yugoslavs, Russians. Everything you can imagine. 99 9/10 of the people the department are bringing out here are first rate. The other 1/10, the tough ones, are really tough, make no mistake about it, Keene. There's some boys in this country right now who'd hang their grandmothers on a hook for a kroner. They're the chaps you'll concentrate on.
The fellow at Rose Bay, the fellow with the Luger, had an accent you could cut with a circular saw.
Right. I take that stuff, commit it to memory. At the moment, what about some questions?
Well, what do I do for money if I need a lump for bribes?
Draw on me.
How long must I be this Sammy Rice before we go into the drill of the crime I'm to commit and the arrest and so forth?
Only a couple of days. I want to give you time to get the feel of your part, you know?
And where could I get a Luger for myself?
I'll have it seen to.
Well, that's about the lot, except for one thing. When exactly do I become Rice?
In about an hour. The clothes you'll need, none of your own stuff, I've had packed up in a rather shabby bag. Hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
I'll run you to within a few hundred yards of your new address, drop you, and you'll be on your own. Now, if you strike real trouble, make me a signal here. I'll come running. But keep clear of me unless you're in deep. I'll come to you.
And what about Evelyn Channel?
If I could give you orders, Keene, I'd order you to stay away from her. But I can't. So let it be the best advice you've ever had.
I don't see why.
Because if they're still watching her for you, and you go near her, her identity as Sammy Rice comes to bits. Then and there.
Only, my dear chap, if I'm recognized.
You were once, Keene.
Yes, I see your point.
So, good luck and good hunting. Before you say goodbye to Mrs. Rose and Carlo, what about a noggin? For mine, I'd call it a good idea.
This poinsettia club, Leo. You should let some air into it from time to time.
You know how it is, Carlotta. The customers reckon they're getting more for their cover charge than they can cut the smoke with the filet mignon.
The girl, Channel.
Yeah?
How often did Felix drive her home last week?
Twice.
I want her watched from the moment she enters the club till she leaves. Every night, whether she's on the floor doing her act or up in her dressing room.
Felix is double-crossing you, eh, Carlotta?
Sometimes, Leo, I think you forget who owns this club and who you work for. Should we ask Mac Guzik to remind you?
You take me too literal.
I still expect my people to remember who I am. Now pay attention. I want Evelyn Channel watched because Gregory Keene must not get near her again. With the man on her flat, we're arranging to put her telephone out of order. The club is your responsibility, Leo.
Hey, what if this guy comes walking in,
From his papers, Felix has had these photographs made. Take as many as you like. If it comes near the club, get Evelyn out of the way, then let him in.
Okay.
Wait till he asks for her. Then your men can see him to the back alley.
With the treatment, eh?
One of them can be her boyfriend. He won't like strangers asking to see her.
Hey, you got a nice technique.
Gregory has already given us a lot of trouble. If he comes after Evelyn, he can pay some of his account.
So he comes here once, so he don't come here again, eh? Leave it to me.
I am leaving it to you, Leo. Do you know what happens to you if Evelyn sets eyes on Major Keene?
I can guess.
That is why you manage my poinsettia club for me. You're so bright. I should hate to see you go the same way as Charlie Brett. Be a nice man and phone down for my car.
Hello there, Elliot. Hi there, Paul. Where's Inspector Murray? Oh, there you are.
Oh, hello, Felix. Come on in. I've been waiting for you. That phone call of yours, what's the tip?
One of my fellows picked it up in a baccarat school last night. Sammy Rice is back in town.
Sammy Rice, eh? Now, there's a character we'd like to meet. How good is it?
Oh, he's been seen. He played some blackjack in Gregerson Street last night before 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh. Any word on where he's been the last 4 months?
Not a thing. Catch up with him, maybe he'll tell you.
That was an odd business. We had whispers of Sammy Rice being mixed up in something or other they're calling the NightShade ring. Then he vanished. Neither hide nor hair of him could be found.
This NightShade ring, you don't take those whispers seriously, do you, Money?
I don't know. Yet.
Well, I couldn't be less interested. I'm only concerned with Rice. We want him too, you know. Security, army desertion. Oh, by the way, look here. Could I have half an hour in your file room?
What do you want? Dope on Rice?
Highly confidential.
Yes, that'll be all right, Felix. I'll phone the sergeant you're on your way.
Thanks a lot, boy.
Oh, any time. So long.
Shut
Give me the file room. Philip? Felix Huberman's on his way down. Give him a free hand. What? Something to do with a chap called Rice. See that he gets the information he wants.
My dear Carlotta, Keene has practically ceased to exist already.
Is there one loophole through which he might escape us?
Not one. Evelyn and I are the only people in this country who know that Keene ever came here. He's rushing about all over the place, proclaiming himself to be Sammy Rice. His prints and pictures at police headquarters say he's Rice. When the rest of Operation Keene goes into effect, all they have to do is to build his gallows high.
We've overlooked nothing?
Nothing. And the cream of the jest, if anyone cares to laugh at it, is that Keene himself made it all possible for us. The fool sat talking to Evelyn in the dark. She hasn't seen his face.
But she will.
Yes, my dear. Only the face will be the face of Nicky Barnes. Carlotta, I've never seen you so beautiful.
Tell me how beautiful.
You have the beauty of a carnivorous orchid, a black panther, a tigress.
When I stretch my limbs, so?
Yes, I adore you.
Is there any reason why you should cross the bridge early tonight?
No. Come here.
I've waited long enough. I've waited for Huberman to show his hand, but I'm still in doubt. So I've left the jukeboxes and neon signs and the pontoon games and the baccarat. An hour ago I came here to the Cunningham Towers. The penthouse at the top was in darkness. How I got up here doesn't matter. How I got in doesn't matter. I'm on a terrace with tubs of flowers outside a wide curtained window. Looking down over the balustrade, I can watch the entrance 10 stories below. A few moments ago, a very sleek, very English car drew up under the canopied portico. I heard the faint whine of a lift. The door is opening. There are lights. Now I can see her. She's walking towards me. She's opening the curtains. She's coming out here on the terrace, taking a cigarette.
Hang. There's that beastly lighter.
Could I help?
So, I have company.
Scared?
No. What is it? Some sort of a hold-up?
Not exactly.
If you're a burglar, I'd much rather lose my belongings than be knocked about. Help yourself. Just don't touch me.
I've no intention of touching either you or your insurance company.
Who are you, and what do you want?
Call me Sammy Rice.
Well, Sammy, if you haven't come up here to grab yourself a big bag of gold, what do you say you get to the devil out of my penthouse?
Not yet.
I know a man downstairs. So big, so high.
Look, don't call for help, there's a pet. I'd hate to wreck your apartment and your great big chumley.
Look here, what do you want?
I want you to tell me what became of a man called Bruno Walter Kesselring. She doesn't look the part, but nothing about this affair does. I only remember what it says in Kesselring's letter. The occupant of this penthouse knows what became of him and why. See that she hangs for it. Well, whoever she is, before she hangs, she's going to pass along some information to me.
What does Keene learn from the girl in Cunningham Towers? Listen to the next chapter in this story of intrigue, Deadly Nightshade.